one example of a debt strike is right here in Los Angeles at the beginning of the pandemic. The tenants union was basically like, don't pay your rent. If you have to choose between food or paying your rent, don't pay your rent. And the state is going to have to figure it out, right? Because the burden shouldn't be on the renters. And what happened, it went became pretty popular across the city, thanks to the tenants union. And Los Angeles itself got like $5 billion in federal rent relief. It was for landlords to apply to, but that only came about because the tenants union was like, no, if we have a union of debtors, a union of rent strikers, that creates a bunch of leverage. And so how many people in this country have student loan debt?
43 million Americans, almost 44. So 1 in 5 Americans, basically, from so many walks of life. So many walks of life.
And so, some of us can't pay, won't pay. I don't have it. So that, like, you're not getting it either way,
Yeah.
And then there's some people that can show solidarity and figure out ways to, join the debt collective, join the debt strike. And 43 million people, that we have a lot of leverage. And I saw you tweeted something earlier about how the history of student loan debt came from, Ronald Reagan and his gubernatorial campaign in the 1960s in California, and how they were targeting Berkeley and the communists. And so that, again, like, the right has these long struggles of like, and simply the Democratic Party is not fucking fit to challenge them. So we're not depending on them. Fuck them. But you see like the long struggle. And so Debt Collective has only been going, for a little bit over a decade, I think you said. And it'll take a path of fighting this. But, if you think about it, if this goes all the way back to Reagan, and that's the legacy of it, you think of the implications and the racial implications and all of these things. And it's great that Debt Collective is putting that kind of information out there, because I don't think people understand that not too long ago, college was free and people weren't graduating with $100,000 in student loan debt.